spinal mobility. So we want to strengthen the muscles in the back, strengthen the muscles in the core. This will help to prevent back pain. The key to a healthy long life is a nice fluid spine. So let's start in child's pose. This is a beginner's course, so I will be giving lots of instructions. So come down with your knees together, sit back on your heels. If this is uncomfortable, put a cushion or something underneath to take the pressure off your knees. We're going to be having our arms beside our body, so heading in the same direction as the toes, and rest your forehead onto the mat. Start to take some time to observe the breath. Firstly, without changing, just observe how the quality of the breath is today. And as you start to lengthen the breath now, maybe using the ujjayi breathing, where we tighten the muscles at the back of the throat, filling up the stomach, filling up the chest. And then as you exhale, emptying the chest, emptying all the way down to the stomach. And as you begin to lengthen the breath and even out the breath now, at the same time you can start to relax and just soften the body. Let the shoulders sink down to the ground. Imagining you softening and melting the lower spine, the sacrum. Observing the face now. Are you holding on to any tension in the face? If you are, just relax the jaw, the space between the eyebrows. Completely surrender now onto the ground, onto the earth. Okay, and on your next inhale, we're moving into cat pose. So bring your hands out in front of you. Open your knees under your hips and your shoulders above your wrists. As you push into the ground and inhale round through the shoulders, bring your navel towards your spine. Look in between your knees. As you exhale, take the tailbone up, the belly drops down. You bring your heart through your shoulders and you look up. Inhaling, rounding through the shoulders, tuck the tailbone, then the belly to spine, then look in between the knees. Exhale, tailbone goes up, belly drops down, heart comes forward, look up. Do a few more of these at your natural rhythm of breath. I want to bring some lubrication to the spine. Let the fluid move along each vertebrae, keeping our spine nice and healthy. And as we think about becoming fluid now, like water, like more water moving up and down the spine, we're going to start to take some spinal rolls. So on your next inhale, rounding through the shoulder blades, navel to spine. And on your next exhale, the tailbone goes up, the belly drops down, the heart comes forward, but this time you bring your sit bones towards your heels. Inhale, push into the arms. Start to round up, bring your navel to your spine. Round through the shoulder blades, bring your shoulders back over your wrists. Exhale, tailbone up, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Sit bones down towards the heels. Inhale, navel to spine, tuck the tailbone, rounding up, pushing into the ground, rounding through the shoulder blades. And exhale, tailbone, belly, open the gaze, drop the sit bones. One more time. Inhale, rounding up. And this time as we exhale, we're going to tuck the toes under, the tailbone's going to go up, we're going to lift the knees, push into the ground. Pushing the ground away from you, bring your stomach towards your thighs as your tailbone goes towards the sky. Lengthen through the spine now as you drop the head between the arms. Wing the elbows out to the side and wrap the triceps back. The eyes of the elbows come forward, keeping a nice strong shoulder girdle. Okay, as you reach up through the sacrum, bring your navel to your spine and start to straighten one leg and then the other. Keeping in tune with your breath. Just walking your dog. This is we're now in downward dog, so just loosen off the hamstrings. And then maybe you can start to let both heels drip towards the ground. Now, if this is too tight on the hamstrings, keep a nice bend. The most important focus for this posture is to lengthen the spine. So I'm thinking creating this space in between each vertebrae, navel to spine, nice and strong. And maybe if your heels do come to the ground, you can lift the toes. We keep the legs nice and strong, the thighs rotate inwards, lift the kneecaps. And the next inhale, start to walk your feet between your hands. Keep a nice generous bend in the knees so your stomach can touch your thighs. Take hold of each elbow and drop the head. Let the head hang heavy as you look left and right. Just loosen off any tension in the neck. In ragdoll pose now, just imagine that all the weight is falling off the back now. Anything you're carrying, any stress, any worries, any tension in that back, in your lower back, in your body, you can just allow to fall from the body, drop into the ground, release it. You definitely don't need it for this next 20 minutes. Pick it back up later if you want. So lengthening the neck away from the shoulders. Maybe you want to move from side to side, allowing yourself more space. Just feel whatever feels right for you in this posture. It's all the time in yoga, you want to listen to the body. Listen to what my body wants. What feels good for me? Where do I need to move? Where am I holding tension? Use the breath as a tool to soften that tension. And then as you inhale, place your hands onto your shins. Look up, lift the gaze. The shoulders come back, nice straight spine. Your legs are straight now. Lift the kneecaps up. Keep a tiny micro bend in the knees. Reach out through the crown, the head, and through the tailbone. This is a hamstring stretch as well, so you may be feeling some tightness here. And as your next inhale, drop the sit bones as if you're sitting in a chair and lift the hands to the sky, chair pose. As you exhale, sit a little bit deeper in the chair. Keep the abdomen nice and tight and engaged. Reach out with a nice long spine. And exhale, forward fold. Taking hold of the back of the shins or of the big toes if you have the capability to reach there. As you inhale, half lift again, the shoulders come back, straighten the spine. And as you exhale, relax back down, pull your elbows out to the side. Relax the neck. Place your hands now to the ground, bend in the knees. Take the right leg back and the left leg back. We're going to come onto our forearms into low plank. So push out through the heels. Nice strong legs, navel to spine. Pushing into the forearms to round through the shoulder blades. It's important for a healthy back to keep our back protected. We have a nice strong core. This can help to eliminate some back pain by strengthening the core, strengthening the muscles on the back. So we're going to hold it a little bit longer. And if you need to put your knees down to the ground, you can do. Just make sure that you're keeping that nice straight line. And exhale, bring your knees to the ground now if they're not already. Take your sit bones back so that your sit bones are over your knees. Walk the hands forward until you feel a stretch in the arms, but not too much. We can always deepen the stretch later. And then we're going to let our chest sink towards the ground as you bring your forehead to the ground first. If this is fine, you feel you've got more opening in the shoulders, you can then come onto the nose or the chin. Allow the chest to sink into the ground. Keeping the abdomen firm and spread the butt cheeks wide here. Okay, now push into the forearms. We're going to lift up, so lifting up the chest. At the same time, bring the body forward and let your stomach come to lie on the mat. Send your feet flat on the mat. Now you can have your feet at a distance, a width that feels good for you. Women usually need them a little bit wider because of the sacrum, but men can have them a little bit closer together. So we want to push the pinky toe down into the ground, so this will rotate the legs inwards. Keeping the shoulders above the elbows, pull them back and let the heart come forward at the same time, and you push the back of the head back, giving yourself a double chin, but your chin is parallel to the ground. So you should feel it opening in the thoracic spine now. So keeping the legs nice and firm, the kneecaps are lifted. If you need to squeeze your buttocks to take a little bit of pressure off, you can do. Just alternately squeeze it on and off, just to release any pressure. And as you exhale, bring your head to the ground. Open your hands wider than the mat and come onto your fingertips. Prepare here. We're going to do some cobra rolls. So again, pushing the pinky toe into the mat. As you inhale, push into the fingers. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the belly button, navel to spine. Lift the chest and roll up. As you exhale, come all the way back down. Forehead back to the ground like you're bowing in. Inhale. So we tuck the tailbone under, navel to spine. Then we lift the chest. And we exhale, we come back down. Let's do 3 more of these at your own breath. I won't cue them. So you should have 1 more left. And back down to the ground. This time we're going to inhale up, so tuck the tailbone under, navel to spine, lift the chest, looking up, and this time as you exhale we're going to stay high, push your chest forward, push your shoulder blades, squeeze your shoulder blades together, push the back of the head back, so you're lifting high and proud, inhaling and exhaling, keeping the legs strong, keeping the pinky toe pushed into the mat. And exhale all the way back down. Big exhale out of the mouth if you need to. Okay, so bring the arms behind the back now. Interlace the fingers. With the hands on the sacrum, squeeze the elbows together, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the legs nice and strong. As you inhale, pull the arms down towards the feet. And as you exhale, lift the chest off the mat. Inhale, lift the legs also. And exhale, pull higher. Let's stay here for a few breaths. exhale, release back down. Big exhale out of the mouth if you need it. Allow the arms to fall by the side of the body and just soften now. Release any tension you've been holding on to during that pause. We never want to hold the tension in the body. Yoga's goal is to release the tension. So bringing your hands beside your chest now. Okay. Push into the tops of the feet. Forehead flat on the mat. As you inhale, push into the hands. Draw the shoulders back. Lift the chest up. And we come into up dog. So the wrists are above the shoulders here. We have nice, strong legs. Reaching out through the crown of the head. The chest is coming forward. The shoulders are pulling back. And then exhale, flip over the feet, take the sit bones back high to the sky as you come into downward dog. So wing the elbows out to the side, wrap the triceps back, navel to spine, the eyes engaged. And as you exhale, bring your knees to the ground and come and sit on the heels as we prepare for camel pose. So coming up onto the knees. Bring the hands behind the back onto the sacrum. If this is the first time you've done it, obviously if you know camel, go and do your camel. So hands onto the sacrum. As you inhale, squeeze the elbows together, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest high. As you exhale, push the hips forward and look back. So the main point here is to keep the lifting of the chest. So we want to have a nice high curve. We don't want to crush into the lower back. So really focus on lifting the chest high to the sky before you take the bend. And as you exhale, bring the sit bones onto the heels. Place your hands on your thighs, close your eyes. Big exhales if you need them. And just allow the energy of the heart to travel around the body. And moving the heels to the side now, feet to the side. Bring the legs out in front of you. As you push out through the heels, glue your thighs, back to your thighs to the ground. The hands come down beside the hips. Inhale and lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen the spine. Create that space. And as you exhale, bring the left foot in towards the pubic bone. Place the fist of your hand between your thigh and your foot and take your right hip just a little bit further forward. We're going to create some more space for this twist. So as you inhale, lift the arms to the sky, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, twist towards the left. Take your right arm and hook the knee, your left knee with your right elbow. As your left hand comes behind you, you can rest on the fingertips here. Inhale, reach out through the crown of the head, and exhale, twist to the back. Now, you don't really need to twist the neck all the way around, because we want to concentrate on the twist being in the thoracic spine. This is a part of the spine that has the most movement, the most rotational movement. Inhale, look forward, reach both hands to the sky. And exhale, we're going to change legs. So right foot in towards the pubis, left fist comes between the foot and the thigh. Your left hip comes a little bit further forward now, give yourself that space. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. And exhale, twist towards the right. The left elbow hooks onto the right knee. The right hand comes behind. Inhale, reach out through the crown of the head. And exhale, deepen your twist. So remembering to push into the foot that's on the ground and keep that thigh, the left thigh, glued to the ground. Push out through the heel so we're nice and strong. And inhale, looking forward. This time we're going to take the right foot and place it on the inside of the left thigh. As you inhale, lift the hands to the sky. And as you exhale, twist towards the right. Place the left hand on the left shin. Place the right hand to the back of the head. Inhale and open the elbow. And then exhale, sink down over that left leg. So you should be feeling a nice stretch now all along the QL, the side of the body, just around here. So send the breath there. If this is super tight, just use the breath to soften it. You use a lot of visualization in my practice. And inhale, rise. Then bring the belly button in line with the left knee. And as you exhale, fold over the left leg. And inhale, rise back up again. And as you exhale, straighten the right leg out. Bring the left foot in to the side of the right. Inhale, lift the arms up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist towards the left. Place the right hand on the right shin. Place the left hand on the back of the head. Inhale here. And as you exhale, open the left elbow even more. And sink down towards the right leg. Inhale, rise up. Look towards the knee, navel and knee in line, and as you exhale, sink down over the right leg. Forward fold. Now always allow the chest to lead the way here. You don't want to do a round in the spine, we want to find the length. Inhale, rising up, lengthen out the left leg and come to lie on your back. Bring the sit bones in towards the heels, touch the heels with your fingertips and open your feet to hip distance apart. As you inhale, push into the feet and lift the hips high. And as you exhale, lift the chest towards the chin. Walk the shoulder blades underneath and interlace the fingers under the back, pushing the hands into the ground. With each inhale, you can push more into the feet, keep the legs strong, lifting the hips. And with the exhale, lift the chest higher towards the chin. So keeping the legs strong now, squeezing the thighs towards each other. Two more breaths here. And as you exhale, release the grip of the hands, so your shoulders are now flat on the mat. And vertebrae by vertebrae, let your back come to rest on the ground. Fantastic. Okay, inhale and lift the legs parallel, so the knees are bent. Keep the legs strong, flex the toes. Push your hands into your thighs, squeeze your navel to your spine, squeeze your pelvic floor together, and push your legs into your hands. Create the opposite force. We're just re-sewing our core back together after the back bend of the bridge we've just done. Okay, now release that hold. Open the arms out into a T-shape. And as you exhale, let the knees drop towards the right side. And you, if it feels comfortable, can look towards the left. Keeping both shoulders to the ground, the upper spine on the ground. And you can close your eyes here as you enjoy the relaxing spinal twist. This is a good one to do in the morning before you even get out of bed. You can just do it in the bed. And inhale, lift the knees back to centre. Exhale to the other side. I'm looking towards the right. Both shoulders still on the ground. And inhale back to centre. As you exhale, bring the knees in towards the chest. Take hold of the knees with the arms. Maybe you can grab onto the elbows here. And as you inhale, lift the head towards the knees. Make yourself into a tiny ball, getting the stretch all along the back side. And slowly release the head back down to the ground. Shoulders come down. Open the arms. Lay them flat on the ground, 45-degree angles, and allow your legs to come down to the back of the mat for Shavasana. And just taking some time to rest in stillness before you continue with your day. Just digesting all these movements, all this energy that you've just created.